media at Elegbete TV Radio. My name is Frank Idemudia Alapa, that's my name. Talking sports is my game, and I am the greatest. I love listening to Elegbete TV Radio for undiluted, unadulterated. It's probably replicated, but still not yet duplicated. It's sports only on Elegbete TV Radio. I seriously love listening to it.
Hello, everybody. What's up, people? My name is Timi Dakolo, and you're listening to Elegbete TV Radio. Stay tuned.
Elegbete TV Radio. Ready for you, broadcasted. Listen. You're listening to Elegbete TV and Radio. Elegbete TV Radio. We dare to lead.
Elegbete TV Radio. We are not just about radio, TV, or YouTube numbers. We are all about connecting with people and creating a community of great minds and values.
This is radio like you never heard before. Elegbete TV Radio, the pathfinder for radio.
Carlo Ancelotti, and the reason I'm going to him is that everyone talks about Pep Guardiola, and rightfully so, as being a great player or a very good player and a great manager. People don't talk about Carlo Ancelotti's playing career in the same way. He won the Coppa Italia 4 times at Roma. He won the league at Roma. They've only won the league 3 times in their entire history. He then went to Milan and won 2 European Cups in a row. He was in the Milan team that went undefeated for a whole season. He won a couple of leagues with them.
Carlo is such an engaging person, and we love the eyebrow, and that's makes him different to anybody else. I think he can convey everything with one raise of the eyebrow. But he's such a friendly guy, and if you, I suppose we had a who would you like to sit around the coffee table with, he'd be there. And he
likes a glass of red. Yeah. He likes a pint of lager.
Yeah. But he does like a cappuccino as well, to be true to his Italian.
And in the old days, he liked but I believe he's given them up. The joy of football.
All right, guys, good morning and welcome to the Sports Buffet on Elegbete TV Radio. My name is Ndafe Mathieu Segura. You love to call me the Elegbete One of Sports. That was The Joy of Football by my own very Martin Tyler. Okay, Martin Tyler sent me that this morning and said it's just something they're doing for fun. I should help him spread the word. And I was like, small me looking for my channel to grow. Martin Tyler is asking me to help his own channel to grow and to spread the word. Oh my, Martin Tyler. This is Martin Tyler, the god of commentators, right? But it is what it is. I got friends in high places as well that needs me, and I'm happy. It's an honor. It's an honor. And when I listen to that, when I watched it and I listened to it, and they put this short note where I say, watch this, you will like it. And please kindly help me spread the word. It's something we do for fun. Can't just be bored at home. And I felt very, very happy about it, because sometimes, you need inspiration to tell you that you're not on the wrong path. Like people like Martin Tyler could still be doing YouTube, be doing podcasts, be doing all this. And in a very relaxed and easy form. It's a video. If you watch it, it's different from just sharing the audio. But whatever it is, good morning, guys. I think Alana Yobari started this show on a very explosive manner. $10 to the good just before you start. First time that is happening. Got me a little bit Yeah, it is what it is. Thank you, guys. Thank you for loving this project enough to support it the way you did. Okay, so let me take it from where. I mean, I've got Reginald with 10 questions again. We'll read that to those 10 questions. Enough, please. I beg of you, in the event that Nigeria don't go to the World Cup, promise me you'll be in USA to cover the tournament. I don't find other means outside Super Eagles to enjoy that World Cup. All right, so the script. I've written a script since we were in Ghana about the World Cup. And if we qualify for the World Cup, this is what I would do. And it's going to be a lot more sights and sound. Like if I take an Uber, I'll tell you the story of my Uber. You know, if I go to a restaurant in the US, whatever city we are, I'll tell you. I would most likely love to go to cities where there are Nigerians. And again, you know that I don't like America. I have American phobia. I want to walk into white people and then they bring out a gun and shoot me. I survived a lot of guns growing up. I don't like guns. I don't like guns. That's why I don't have police friends. I don't like guns, okay? If you know me very well. But to go to the US from Nigeria requires not just me going, requires minimum a team of 3, minimum, if not 5, 6, 7 or so. And the way it is today, some other people, what they do is they do what they call collective, the power of the collective. So the collective is that, and I know a few people will do that. The collective is that, okay, people come together and say, okay, we will fund, we will support you. If your budget is 10 million, for instance, we'll give you 3 million or 2 million, and then that works. So why it is important that Nigeria qualified for the World Cup is that if Nigeria qualified, you cannot send a proposal to brands and many will turn you down, but most likely many would agree to put money on it because you tell them that, oh, whatever content we do, we put your logo, we'll say brought to you by so and so, right? That would make it happen. And because it's the World Cup, you know that it will have a global and viral effect. So some will say, no, don't just put brought to you by so and so, put our logo, promote our things and all that. That would happen. Again, don't forget that my CPM, I mean Nigeria, my channel is a Nigerian channel, so my CPM is at the bottom of the food chain, right? So it's very, very low compared to maybe if I'm in Europe like Omar Katuba and OJB and Dr. Kelechi or AFTV, United Stand, Upfront, Overlap, The Joy of Football by Martin Tyler and his friends and all that, right? That's one side of it. Or I'm in the US, like the ESPN, the Press Pass, the all of those guys, the Breakfast Club, Power 105, right? Power 105, yeah. So you know the difference. Now, if I am, sitting here and I'm telling you that, oh no, I'll go to the US, it means say I either don't thief money, or politicians don't give me money, or for one I don't give me money. None of those have happened. I've not stolen money. The politician has given me money, and I've not stolen any money. And there's no 419 behind my back. So again, it means that as we speak today, I hate to speak negatively about my work. I'm very, very optimistic. I'm very, very positive. But the situation with the Super Eagles does not give me any reason to be optimistic. If it happens, fine. And the lack of optimism also means that we would have to wait to the final day, the qualification, before we start sending proposals to anybody. So I need to clear up that situation. I'm also sitting here and I'm believing that some people would rally around us and raise money and make it happen, and we would go to the World Cup by the grace of God. By the grace of God. I hate to use those words because the people who are doing things in other part of the world don't even use the word by the grace of God. But hey, that's just the way it is. So while I appreciate the $10 you sent me, thank you very much. I mean, you know what it means to just, before you start to shoot, I think you don't enter your AdSense account. Like, that's massive, okay? And I appreciate all that, and whatever other person is, and the fact that somebody is even counting on me, small me, to be the source of entertainment. And it's what I pray for. It's what I want to do in my life, to be the guy who entertain people, who give people information, who provide a means of succor in the pressure of life and all that, and say the right words and use the right content to entertain people, to pleasure people in the right way, legally. Right? But I must also explain the challenges. It's tough. Like I'm sitting here in this studio every day. I come in, I'm like, God, let the phone not run out on me, let the data not run out on me, let this one not go out. You know, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. Especially with, I mean, if you live in Nigeria, you know the first situation that we are in. So if sponsors come, I'll be in the US. Why not? I'll be there. But if sponsors don't come, I will do here. Will talk about them? I was somebody said I should put television behind here. My guys, I just move every single kobo that I have. I show now my account that they say for the very first time in my life of having a bank account, my account was really 000. No shishi, no shimbai. So it's not that easy. I know all the suggestions that you guys suggest is out of love, out of the wish to see me do well. I should put a screen here, I should put pictures, I should put this. I go put. Believe me, I have all those plans, right? But let's take it one step at a time, so that the progress can become pressure on me. I mean, schools just resume. We just paid school fees. We just pay this one, move house. Let's breed. The words of the Chelsea fan president of Nigeria. Let the poor brave. My daughter said, "Daddy, are you poor?" God. Well, it is what it is. So, what we're talking about? Yeah, wearing yellow today because I don't have a Dortmund jersey. That's why. So, if you're wondering why I'm wearing the Brazilian jersey, I didn't have a Dortmund jersey. And I loved the way Dortmund played last night. Yes, they didn't go like, hey, let's go go. When they needed to defend, they defended well as a unit. When they needed to stifle that midfield where all of the creative work happens for Paris Saint-Germain, they did it. And, after scoring the goal, they didn't say to this. I mean, the goal came very early, 36 or so minutes, 36 minutes or so. And for them, okay, let's go. We don't score this goal. No. They were very conscious and careful. Kept their compact shape. That was, if you notice, the shape was evolving from diamond to sometimes it's 4-3-3, sometimes it is 3-4-2 or 3-5-2. It was just evolving as the game was going and making sure they stifled Mbappe. It's not like he didn't try. He tried, playing all 90 minutes. Dembele, even Bacola, who was a menace to FC Barcelona the other time, was eventually substituted just the same way Hernandez was substituted for Paris Saint-Germain. But you see this game, the way they play, Brandt was Brandt, Hummels was in his usual element. Jadon Sancho touched the ball 91 times. It was, man of the match. It was well deserving. And Falcon scored that goal that was created easily for him. Adeyemi also had a good game, in my opinion. Maybe Emre Can is the only player who really did, step it up higher than what I expected of him. The rest of the team did very, very well. And I was impressed. I was impressed with their play. They could have scored maybe a second or a third goal, but hey, one goal going to Paris, it's not like they cannot go away and get a draw or probably even get a win. If they play the way they played in front of their over 80-something thousand fans, they just might get a win away, but it's not going to be easy. They are not playing at home this time. They're playing away. Luis Enrique is facing the barrel of the gun, and I mean, football, these things happen. You're not going to blame anybody. It just doesn't look. It's not looking like this. And the way Dortmund are going also means that there could be a near possibility of Bayern upsetting Real Madrid. I know that I said it yesterday. Since 2019, Real Madrid have not been knocked out at home in the Champions League, except from 2019 where Ajax did that. And I'm not expecting it, but this is Bayern. When Giants play, the stories are always different, okay? These are two equal propositions. Between the two teams is 20 UEFA Champions League, 14 for Real Madrid and 6 for Bayern Munich. So, or Muchin, whatever you call them. So, whatever it is, the way Dortmund are going, the last time it was the Wembley finals, it was Dortmund Bayern. It does look like it's a possibility once again, but then Paris Saint-Germain can spoil the whole thing and make it, from this end, from the Dortmund and Paris Saint-Germain end, Bayern have played against these two teams before in the finals. They played against Dortmund in the finals. I think it was 2000, if I'm not mistaken. Something else, I can't remember now. And then they've also played against Paris Saint-Germain just recently in the final. So these are two teams that they played against in the finals. Real Madrid is not afraid of anybody. If you don't want Real Madrid to win the Champions League, I always say make sure they are not in the finals. Get them to the finals, then take your silver medal even before the game starts. Hang it on your neck while playing the game because there's no way you're going to upset them. Okay, so let's see how that goes. Well, there is a very. Yesterday, I told you that Manchester United are on the rush for Banjo business. They want to sell their players. But the whole members of the squad have been put up for sale. That's what it is. But somehow, one player have come out to say, I have a contract. I signed a new contract last summer. I guess you guys are forgetting. And I am on £325,000 a week. I am going nowhere. With that year, this year, I'm a Nigerian. No green for anybody. That's our slogan. And you know, I'm black. I have decided to go and do my family tree, and I realized that I have a Nigeria ancestry. Forget the Jamaican thing, when Nigerian before Jamaica and all that. So I'm going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't even stop now because we're bad boy for life. Because we're red devils for life. That's what he's saying. So Manchester United fans, you got a slogan, a folding of the hand guy, a little sleeping guy. Okay, but poverty is not attacking him like a bandit. So it's like that part of the Bible is not correct for Marcus Rashford's life. Okay, this man says, I'm going nowhere. I don't care what you guys say, think, or do, but I am going absolutely nowhere. I don't care what you say, think, or do. I'm going to stay. Well, that's the story on that one. We're going to, look into other part of the story. There's a story that got my attention tonight. It's going to be Chelsea playing host to Tottenham Hotspur. Angie Postov. Yes, Angie Post Office, 2nd day of May. Angie Post Office. You know that we're in the month of May, it means that the season have come to an end. This is the last month of the season. Chelsea are hosting Tottenham Hotspur. Okay, let's look at the league table a little bit to have a conversation. This match in the reverse fixture, Chelsea won. Because I think it was 4-1 if I'm not mistaken. But Chelsea won. Okay, Chelsea won. Let's just leave it like that. So Spurs have some outstanding games, and it's time for them to rush it through and get it done. Okay, Chelsea also have some outstanding game. They have played 23, just the same way Spurs have played 33. So there is the thought initially that Spurs will win the outstanding game and they will overtake Aston Villa. Aston Villa is telling them move up. Whatever you do, if I win the 2, we will still be 1 point over you, and so this top 4 it's not happening. And then because of the way the whole thing is, remember it is not Serie A and the German Bundesliga that would get an extra slot for next season UEFA Champions League. So England have 4, not 5. They have 4. So Tottenham Hotspur hopeless right now. Manchester United are still there. They will play at the Conference League or something. They will play something. They have FA Cup finals. They win FA Cup finals. They will go to Europe. They have the league also. They can go to Europe. But Champions League, forget about it. I mean, it's done for Manchester United making it to the Champions League. It's not happening. It ain't happening at all. They have 4 more games to play. In those 4 games, they will have 12 points. That means that they can only end in 66 points. Right now, the team in number 4 is on 67 points. So Manchester United, a hope of making it into the Champions League is dead. And that also means that they really need to sell these players. You know why? You cannot be playing non-Champions League football and be paying all these big salaries and all that. So you have to find a way. Again, I still think that Eric Ten Hag will be fired. Okay? Even though Bobby Kugu thinks differently, but I think he will be fired. Okay? They would want to start a new phase, a new direction, a new angle to whatever it is they're doing, and the rebuild will start differently. That's what I think about it. Okay, I've got Reginald, I still got your 10 questions. I'm going to read them and answer them as we go. But let's deal with some of the stories that are making the headlines. Okay, my prediction is beginning to look like it's not going to work, and there's also a question about my prediction there. Okay, so we will sit down there. Ryan Garcia tests positive for ban PED after shock upset win over Davin Enny, but troubled Bossa slams the fake news as an attack because it was pictured with Donald Trump. Okay, that's why I took it anyway. There is a bet. There is this talk according to the bookmakers that just think about it too. The bookmakers in England are saying that Nicholas Jackson would score today. Please, is there anybody out there who believe that that is possible? Is there anybody? Okay, so the bookmaker said Nicola Jackson and so you mean to both score boosted to 7-1 as London rivals Chelsea and Tottenham Hotspur clash at Stamford Bridge. Now I'm not like advising you guys to bet anyway. Talking about betting, I was at the opening of the Cobra Casino in Korea yesterday. I had fun, good foods. Finger food was lovely. I played the slots, lost 50k. Cheap. They gave me 50k cheap for coming. Not be saying my money I put when I try to understand, because a guy whose account is 00 cannot be going to play slots. But the casino was fine, and I played like to a few of my friends, my Lebanese and Arab friends, and then they showed up. Then right there, sitting there, and then these guys have won 2 million. I invest what I come out. Smart thing I invest me 2 million. I don't want to talk. No, I'm not tempted to talk. I'm not talking. Yeah, Jadon Sancho was in fine form last night. I've said that before. Mikel Antonio reveals that Jurgen Klopp told Mo Salah in the touchline spot as the West Ham striker lifts the lead on what the boys have been talking about on their training ground. Oh God. Aproko, they don't send you. So the other day, John Terry was on the Upfront podcast and talked about some things that happened, the Anton Ferdinand issue, the racism issue, blah blah blah, how the Rio Ferdinand and Anton have cut him off. He's tried to have a sit down with them, and I've had to talk about it. But Anton Ferdinand challenges John Terry to face-to-face TV confrontation to discuss the Chelsea legend's racial abuse rule, as it dismisses ex-England captain's claim the incident could have been dealt with better. Now, let me come in here. While I was against John Terry when this incident happened, I think that you don't need a television audience to settle a dispute, that can be handled behind closed doors. That's my opinion, and I might be very, very stupidly wrong in this one. There is no shame in accepting that I'm wrong, but that's my opinion. If you guys really want to you can't keep this mileage forever. Me that I'm talking. There are certain people that I don't talk to. Again, some of them have tried to apologize, but the apologies are not genuine. So, like you say, do your day, let me do my day. So, if I don't want to have to settle or have a conversation with such people, I'm not ever going to get to the point where I am trying to say, let's have a conversation. No, I'm done. Okay? There is a top journalist in Nigeria who will never be friends. A former colleague that I worked with, we would never be friends. Okay, there are things like that. There are people like that. You just know, okay, this person doesn't mean you well. This person will do everything to harm you if they have the opportunity. It's like, for instance, somebody comes. The other day, somebody said, "Thank you, Mrs. Sidafi. My tea have arrived." Okay, would you be open to a friend of mine, mutual friend? Okay, Victor Kweba. Let's not even push it further. Victor Kweba, when I went for Super Sports Monday Night Football, and himself, Charlie, and my guy, Shego Agbede. Shego Agbede is a friend that I've known long before Super Sports days, so, and we're talking, and it's like, oh yeah, you have to bury the hatchet, you have to squash this issue with your former chairman. I was with him the other day, and we're talking about you, and he was, talking about how much of great service you gave to him. If there's one person that he regrets firing, it has to be you, blah, 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 blah. That in real sense, he actually didn't fire you, he just did it to try to shake you and see, and then you just went on your own, like, blah, blah, blah. Can we just, bury the hatchet and try to solve this? And I told him, for the very first time I told him, first off, the two of us are similar in a lot of ways. And I said, you've not settled with Sondolise. Yeah, Sondolise played the same club, played the same national team for over 10 years. The two of you cannot sit in one. Did I not pay you money to be the host of my podcast? And because Sondolise was coming, you refuse. So it's easy, it's easy to advise other people, but when it comes to yourself, you cannot give yourself that similar advice. So like, for that man, what you don't end. Like, how this thing when somebody want die one day, you continue. He was a good man. I say that's not gonna happen. I might even swatch and celebrate. That's just the truth. So, I mean, you think I'm that bad, I'm that mean and that petty? Yes, because if you do things that threatens my life, I don't think that I should be your friend. I can understand that. So for Anton, back to Anton, I think that if you really have the interest to squash this thing with John Terry, squash it behind closed door, and then the two of you can come out with the united front. So this is how it happens. But I know that men's ego is very big. Forget anything. Men's ego, Jesus Christ. All of us, we have this big ego, and then when there's money, there is fame, there is class. So shuffle in the middle. It's not easy. That's why I love Olukarabo, ability to say I'm sorry. Oh God. I mean, I love that respect, man. Amaju too is also another reason why I respect Amaju. Like, Amaju called me in the meeting and said, I'm sorry. Like, I'm wrong. Sorry. My brothers now, come on. Why you doing this to me? I'm sorry. And that's good enough as far as I'm concerned. That's good enough. But sir, if you say you want it on TV, I don't know what you're trying to what you're trying to achieve anyway. But again, I have this question. If you're a Man United fan or you're a football fan, answer this question for me. Why do good players go from being good to being horrible once they go to Manchester United? In the last 11 years or so, good players, and there are many, I have a Rolodex of them. Angel Di Maria, who is like a flawless player. Everywhere he's gone, from Benfica to Real Madrid, Juventus, Paris Saint-Germain, everywhere he's gone, he's been good. Winning the Under-21 World Cup, winning the Olympics, winning the Copa America, winning the FIFA World Cup. Is the ultimate choice player to have around your players in your team. Went to Manchester United, it's all rubbish. The blind, that was his name called, came in and he was really blind. What's the other one? Memphis, they pay, football no pay again. Everybody. Bastian Schweinsteiger was unplayable, was an incredible player. Came to Manchester United, became Bastian Schwein's pussycat. And you can push it on and on and on and on and on and on. All these players. Paul Pogba was unplayable in Juventus, led them to the finals of Champions League, lost the finals, but hey, when you to a team that had MSN, you could tell that this guy was the guy. And then in between, while playing off and on for Manchester United, went to the French national team, played all the way to the finals. Every game, his A game was available. In every game, he was top. Even in the dressing room, he was the voice of the coach. When the coach could not find his voice anymore, he was everything. But Manchester United was just not there. And I could push it on. Anthony was a Rockets and a rock star at Ajax. Came to Man United. And then Nana was awarded the best goalkeeper in Europe. Came to Manchester United, is in a competition to break the Guinness Book of Records, the most goal considered by a top goalkeeper for a top team across the whole of Europe. What is going on? I can go on and 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 on. Whoa, non-stop, like Julius Agawa flipping and somersaulting at the 2002 World Cup in Korea and Japan. But hey, bottom line, what I'm saying here is the fact that players get bad at Manchester United. What's really wrong? This is a club that launched the career of people like Wayne Rooney after Everton, people like Dwight York after Aston Villa, Paul Ince, Paul Scholes, Ryan Giggs, David Beckham, too many names, Roy Keane, Eric Cantona, all these great guys, Andres Cassius-Skills, Mark Hughes, name them. Then all of a sudden, you go to Manchester United, you go from being very good to being bad. And if you're refusing to be bad, you slap you with a rape case. Mason Greenwood is a good example. Garnacho says next season he will be the guy that is a bad player all of a sudden. Kambala Abiwaza once name will become a bad guy very soon. What really is happening? Casemiro never did anything wrong in his entire Real Madrid career. Came to Manchester United, big money transfer. Look at him now. Okay. Varane, solid as a rock. Look at him now at Manchester United. What really is going on? Okay, that's what I want to know. If you have any idea, Johnny Gaffa, where are you? My guy, Okigwe, Bobby, please come and tell me what you people are doing there in that Okija shrine of the club that is taking the destiny and the good luck of other good players. Well, let's look at the transfer gist that is going on. Finally, this thing that I've been saying since last season is beginning to look like it's happening. Okay, Arsenal are prepared to listen to offers for 27-year-old Brazilian forward Gabriel Jesus this summer. So call your agent, let them start looking. It's not like he's not a good player, he's a good player, but he can't stay fit. And the club needs to move on. Okay, the Gunners are hopeful. Italy midfielder Jorginho, 32, will snub interest from Juventus, Lazio, and Napoli to sign a contract extension. Please stay with us. 27-year-old, we want to sell you. 32-year-old, we want to keep you. Oh, staying fit is important. Brighton will look to lure Karen McKenna away from Ipswich Town. The Tractors boys are just about to gain promotion. You guys are already making up your mind to destroy them. If manager Roberto De Zerbi leaves the Seagulls at the end of the season. Tottenham are targeting Chelsea and England midfielder Conor Gallagher, 24, along with 23-year-old Feyenoord and Mexico striker Santiago Jimenez this summer, while they also have eyes on Bournemouth English defender Lloyd Kelly, who is 25 years of age. That's according to the Telegraph. It is subscription-based, just in case you want to go and confirm that story. Everton could be forced to sell England goalkeeper Jonah Pickford 30 if they propose takeover by prospective new owners. 777 is the number. Oluwashino, 777 partners collapses, okay? Arsenal, Bayern Munich, and Newcastle United are among favourites to sign Everton's Belgian midfielder Amadou Onana. Please, we don't need him. Arsenal, we don't need him. We don't need him. We don't want him. Okay, Manchester United are planning to stick with manager Eric Ten Hag next season. Jesus. Liar, pants on fire. Well, let's hope and see you next season because of the lack of a clear alternative along the cost of firing the Dutchman. Okay. Poverty. Austerity measure. Now what? This is my story. About one. Hey, this Anderson, is this Ali Young or so? Okay. Portugal midfielder Bruno Fernandes, 29, says his future at Manchester United will depend on whether the club wants him to stay beyond the summer or they don't want him to stay. If you want me to stay, I would stay. If you don't want me, chicken, kilo call me, I find my way. It's no problem, okay? We shake hands, we're friends. We refuse to shake hands, we're at war. No problem. It's what it is. Newcastle United will not be pressured into selling 26-year-old Brazilian midfielder Bruno Guimaraes below his £100 million release clause or parting with Swedish striker Alexander Isak, 24. No problem. Keep your problems, okay? Nobody wants your problem. Keep your problem to yourself, okay? Newcastle is the rich man that is still living poor life, okay? When every club gets money, they begin to accelerate upward. Last season, they just got the fresh pump and it went up. Now they are coming back now. Okay, let's check again. Where is their position in the league table? Let's say no. You have an English coach. You are doing Shakara, so you want to compete in the league. When they test Champions League this season, they know say should get size. They're seventh, so it's a progress compared to the days of Mike Ashley where they're always 2 points above relegation. But with an English coach, somebody saying 2 seasons Newcastle will win the league title. Like, are you really serious right now? Newcastle win the league title. Do you know what you're saying? Newcastle are closing in on Fulham 26-year-old England defender Tosin Adarabioyo on a free transfer. Oh, he's a free player now. Okay, that's another. What's this other Nigerian defender now? What's the Nigerian defender that plays for West Bromwich Albion? What's his name now? Not Olayin. No. Olayin is in Fulham. He's in Nigeria Forest. What's his name? It's the tip of my head. Shemilare Ajayi. Yes, Shemilare Ajayi. Adarabioyo, who has also attracted interest from AC Milan, Manchester United, and Liverpool, as a fan Fulham, he will not sign a new deal when his current one expires this summer. Borussia Dortmund are considering bringing back former Boss Young Club as the head of football in 2025 after the Liverpool manager departs Anfield at the end of the season. So people can just go from coaches to become head of football to become something else. Well, as a manga after I finish, you can't go. They go do change your laws for FIFA. So now so will be the user that put the work they take glory. Liverpool could look to sign entrance Frankfurt and Ecuador defender William Pacho, 22. Mepacho. That's what they say in Ghana. Mepacho. Any smart thing, Mepacho. Hey, please. Everything is please in Ghana. Everything in Ghana is please, and please. Please say. Can I help you? Please say. Hey. Mepacho. So, William, Liverpool could look to sign Eintracht Frankfurt and Ecuador defender William Pacho, 22, and then loan him back to the German club for the 2024-2025 season. Okay, planning ahead. West Ham are expecting 23-year-old Ghanaian midfielder Mohamed Kudus, Brazilian midfielder Lucas Paqueta, 26, and Mexican midfielder Edison Alvarez, 26, to push for moves away from the club this summer. Really? Mohamed Kudus, we still have a space for you at Arsenal. Okay, this product of right to dream is a player that I admire. It's the only Ghanaian player that is good. All the rest with their big head, especially the children of Abedi Ayupele, they are all rubbish players. Fluminense have presented a formal proposal to Brazil defender Thiago Silva after the 39-year-old announced he would leave Chelsea at the end of the season. What a good one. Feyenoord assistant manager, can Enyimba one day send a proposal, or Aqua United, a proposal to Truce Ekong that now that you are about to leave Europe, come and play for us? We're sending it with Yakini and Odia Gallo who say we'll come and play, we'll play for free. So let's see how it goes. Feyenoord assistant manager Spike Holshoff, head of performance Ruben Peters, and analyst Enten Regent have agreed to follow Boss and the slot to Liverpool. When they see the thing where they talk, so when you reach Finidi George now, Finidi George no go fit bring his own assistant come to the national team. When you employ a coach, the coach is the one that bring the assistant. Now Jurgen Klopp now resign. Abi terminate end his reign with Liverpool. Did you see Liverpool now say no, we have assistant, the assistant are here. Sorry, slot. Come. Hey, Halot, come and coach the team, but with your club assistant. So that when he tell they say do like this, or the assistant say, coach, no, not me say your club they do am. Say slap. You see, he's bringing his own group of hustlers. Your group of Okpo is bringing his Okpo gang to Liverpool and go see something this season. This new season what they call, and go see something. I never said it, I go get a shower as coach. Okay now. Everton are monitoring Hull City's English centre back Jacob Graves, 23, and Blackburn Rovers Republic of Ireland forward Sami Skomodics, who's 28 years of age. Juventus and AC Milan have turned their attention away from Joshua Zirkzee due to fears Bologna 22-year-old Dutch forward would prefer a summer move to Arsenal. Thank you very much for turning your face away. Barcelona and Uruguay defender Ronald Araujo, 25, is deciding whether to sign a new deal with the Spanish club amid interest from Manchester United and Bayern Munich. Okay, go to Bayern. You come to United, you go war. So it's not as if you are world class like that. So Austria Football Association President Klaus Mitterdorfer hopes Ralf Rangnick will reject a move to Bayern Munich and stay on as the country's manager. My dear, let me tell you, newsflash, he will not reject them. Okay, Crystal Palace manager Oliver Glasner would like to be reunited with 31-year-old Juventus and Serbia winger Filip Kostic, who he managed at Eintracht Frankfurt. Austrian people, let me tell you, the greatest desire of Ralf Rangnick is to one day carry a club side to face Man United. This opportunity might come to bear in 2 seasons' time. So that your prayer that you're praying, failing. So don't even think about it. Don't even put it in your plan. The prayer point. God does not answer that prayer point. It's like all those people that went to church and were praying that Tinubu will not win the election that time. God does not answer such mumu-ish prayer points. Okay, let's get back to the talking points. Let's start with Reginald. Wow, Reginald, you're not behaving like monitoring spirit. Okay, let's start. Hi, Dafe. Good evening. I know this is coming very late, and it's coming it was really late. It was 12:04. Madam, you know the sleep. But I would love for you to read this on the show. I'm back again with my list of 10 hot seat questions. One, you said on different occasions that you met your wife less than 2 hours and you asked her to marry you. That you've not seen her before, you not met her before. How did your family people react to that? Did they not ask you how you met her, and your friends as well? You don't have friends who questioned your decisions and all that. How did they react? Because if my brother brings a woman and said he just met her less than 2 hours and asked her to marry him, I would think that he's been charmed, and I would not let the marriage hold. So I need to hear, just share the experience of your family members and your friends. Okay, so I live in Lagos. My family members are all not in Lagos, are in Delta State and other part of the world. And I've always believed that when it comes to marriage, it's a decision that you take for yourself and yourself alone. Yes, I know that you're going to converge two families together, but in the long run, it's you and whoever you're marrying that will see the longer part of the time. And if tomorrow you wake up and say, "Oh, I'll not do again," oh, the family will still converge and come and agree to refund the payment, and then everybody will go their separate ways. That's what I think. And again, I think that law that says they should refund bride price should stop. That's a very stupid law. I don't understand all that part of refunding bride price. If you're not gonna marry again, go to court and dissolve it and let it, and everybody go their separate ways. Get official documentation for it to be dissolved, and then it's done. We should refund bride price. All the fuku we don't do this. Why they return bride price? They return your sperm at the rest. So that's one. So for me, there are certain things about marriage that I've always had a very strong views about. Now you won't marry the person. Now you go live your life with them. Anything that happened, it's on you. And make no mistake about it. Prior to my meeting my wife, I have also dated somebody else that I thought I wanted to marry. We did that for 3 years. It didn't work. I dated somebody else again. It didn't work. So I was at a place where I said, all these rules are not working again. And I felt like I was the one that's making it not to work, because naturally I don't believe in the rules that are made before. I came to this. Many of these rules I don't believe in them. So I just felt like my not my Zena, my kinetics, it's not connecting, because there's a belief system that I have and is working against this, because I'm naturally a disruptor. So I'm not the do as people say, follow the rules kind of guy. I'm a disruptor, and that's only when things work for me. When I'm disrupting, that's when things work for me. If you look at my entire life, I've always been a disruptor. Even when I was born, the way I grew up, everything about me, I've always been a disruptor. So I decided way before I saw my wife, because I was like 1 year plus without a girlfriend, nobody. I was just on my own, like trying to address it, because I've reached the place. Remember, I said this before. At the age of 25, I was already ready to get married by any world standard. I had enough money. I could take care of myself. I could take care of anybody, because I was taking care of a lot of people already, right? So if I wanted to get married at that time, I would have. But, I was always thinking, my younger ones are still in school. This one is this. Let's wait first. So at this point in time, I made up my mind that now I want to marry. I need to raise kids. I like children. I was once children's pastor in Assemblies of God, if you know that. I've coached players, young players, like that. So I've always wanted to have my own kids and see how it feels like, whether I'll be a good father. And I've always said that I want to be the kind of father that no man was to me, like be there for my children and all that. So it wasn't naturally much about love. I don't think I saw love between my mom and my stepdad, but they were married for 30 years. And I've seen quite a lot of people. It's not about love. It's about two people understanding each other, people agreeing to disagree and disagreeing, and knowing that they are not going to use that disagreement to destroy themselves. So those are the principles that guided my decision. So when I saw this person, first of all, I did that. The first outbreak I experienced was a very fair lady, so I had a bias for fair people. I think that they think that they are too fine, they are too special, so they can get anything they want to get. So I stick to my black people, right? She was black. She's kind of like everything that I wanted in a woman in a way. Like I felt like I could grow with this one. And at that time, there was nothing to show off. I didn't have a car anymore. I was in my lowest ebb. So if this person just agreed, now let's go and grow together. The thing is, I'm not the person that you should be asking this question because I knew I was plunging into something that is a risk, and I'm a risk taker. The person that should be answering this question is Mrs. Edafe. Because why would she come all the way from Igondo? You know Igondo in Lagos, right? When they went to go and pay bride price. I remember that, not be your place, wow. It's like I was going to continue. Why would she come from Igondo to visit somebody in this estate? I'm still living here. Yeah. And somewhere down the road, somewhere just down the road, that then see this guy choose to walk with you, back and forth on the street, and he tells you he wants to marry, and you agree. Are you crazy? So she's the one that will answer. Number 2, what would you consider failure or success as a husband, a man, and a father? As a husband, we'll be married now for 13 years. It's going to be 13 years in June. We've crossed 10 years. So almost everybody who had an opinion about me getting married at the beginning said the marriage will not last 5 or 10 years, right? That's why I said that I didn't come for the marriage. And a lot of people no, they don't want to be part of this nonsense. This is shari. This is rubbish. Okay? We've passed 10 years. So as a husband, I've succeeded already. And I tell my wife all the time, I don't have anything to do anymore. I will keep doing the things that I'm doing right now. If you like it, good. If you don't like it, tell me what you think I should change. Fine. As a father, what I consider a success if I'm able to raise my children to the point that as kids now they are doing it, but when you grow to become adults, you need to have the will. To the point where they can question everything and draw conclusion from themselves. This morning, for instance, while having a conversation with my wife, and I was like, Mary Slessor did not stop the killing of twins. She said, no, I said, that's what they told us to write in school, but she did not, because the killing of twins stopped 40 years. Because we saw one pastor was saying, like Pastor Lazarus. I used to like the guy, but I was always telling my wife that, you see these Nigerian pastors, they start out very well. But at some point, it gets to their head. That mumu thing that gets into their head will soon enter their head and they start talking rubbish. It's like, what would Nigeria have been now if not for Christianity that came in and helped to stop the killing of trees? I was like, you see this mumu, this guy just starts. And we were talking, she was trying to defend it. I was like, no, don't defend it. This is foolishness. This man know they read, he know no book. He doesn't speak plenty grammar, the blah, and he know no book. This is rubbish. Okay? And we argued. And I said, no. So for that, as a father, I would consider a success if my children are able to question the status quo. Because it's very, very important. Are able to question the status quo and stand up and bring in proper evidence, fact that justifies their position. As a man, I say this all the time when I'm having a conversation with my wife. If I die today, I consider my life a massive success. I mean, how many people grew up dreaming that this is what I want to do, this is how I want to live my life, and at the age of 40, they've already accomplished almost all of the things that they have. I mean, everything they have on their checklist. I when I was growing up, I said I want to travel to 20 or 30 countries. I've been to 62. I said I want to have lovely kids, and I mean, anybody who sees my children know that they're lovely. I also want to be famous. I think I am famous already. Everything that I said I want to be, I have. So as a man, I think I've impacted my country. I've influenced young people, even older people, in my sphere of influence in football, in league. I've done all the things that I want to do. I've gone from playing to managing to owning a club to working in sports media to producing in the league to helping Nigeria win Olympic bronze medal. I would always say it. People say they don't like me saying it all the time. Don't go fire love for now. If you ever help your country to raise almost $500 million, you know that you will say it every day of your life. Okay, so I see where I am here. Not be honoring small salary way Peter B not collect for pension. Peter B not collect. He used to do election campaign. I have country where we say no employ me, raise money, win Olympic bronze medal, help them get Delta Airline to fly them. There's one idiot come on and say you shouldn't be saying this thing all the time. If Thunder go fire you, they are mad. Okay, so for that to me, I consider that a success. Number 4. I think of course there are 2 plenty safe. Show they do like 2 questions and I'll let you do the show. Show you this regional. Why yourself? Would you go back to managing club football again if you have the opportunity? And if there is any club in the NPFL you would like to manage, would you like publicly please mention it? Now, if I mention it, people I start to look for job. There is actually no club in the NPFL that I want to manage. There was a time I was hoping to work with Rivers United, and there was also a time I was hoping to work with Enyimba. I don't think I'm interested in that anymore. But would I go back to club management? See, when I look at what Toby is doing with Ikorodu City, I feel inspired. I feel like, okay, I like what he's doing, and there is no errors. What he's doing is great. I like it. As much as I like sports in Lagos, I don't think I like the chairman anyway. You all know that. I don't like Gordon Adina. So I just think that there are no ideas in that place. There's no inventing. This club is called Tech Boys. I mean, we should be seeing a whole lot, but they are trying. They're trying anyway. Would I want to go into club management? I think I want to. There's a part of me, there's a tiny little bit part of me, because sometimes when I tell people that I've managed club before, I've owned a club before, they think I'm lying. Like at that age, So I want to go back again and do some stuff. Like I'm not going to try to win a league or go play on the continent. That's not it. Try to do something that is after my head. I try to create community engagement, social engagement, and be able to pack a stadium full. If I pack a stadium full, I snap the picture, do a video, I might resign the next day. Like I've done this, I've achieved my goal, I am gone. Let somebody else to come and do it. Okay. Number 5. What's your position on? Why are you asking this question now? What do you want to get, Reginald? What's your position on gay people? I have no position. It's not my business. I've always said that it is not my place or the place of any human being to fight for God. It's God's business. If God created them and allowed them to have that way of thinking or that way of feeling, and He did not stop it, it's not my business. A God that can part the Red Sea cannot stop that small emotional feeling or mindset. We call it free will. Let the free will take its reign. It's not my business. I'm not the secretary in heaven. I'm not the one that will judge people. So I'm not even judging myself. It's none of my business. You always say that you are a Pan-Africanist. So if a foreign company offers you a job and it requires that you relocate abroad with your family, will you go? No. There's no long explanation there. And I've had a few. I'm not going. I am not going. I'm not going. So taking a job and going abroad does not stop me from being a Pan-Africanist, okay? I'm not going to go not because it stopped me from being a Pan-Africanist. I can still be abroad and be a Pan-Africanist. But what it does is, I think that I am relevant in the times that we are in right now in Nigeria. And sometimes people measure being relevant to money. Oh, you're not living your best life yet. You're not driving the best cars. You're not living in the best house. But I think I'm relevant to certain things in this country. And I know, because I know what I'm doing behind the scene. And if I move, there could be people who step into the shoes, into my position, because no matter how good you are, there are people who are better than you. That's what they used to say in Brilliant. Forget, if you go to there, somebody will come and replace you. We replace me by the line, we replace Tony Boat. Until they try to replace it that way. Not everybody they replaceable. Not every oracle they feel they replaceable. Some go just day like that. Leave them. We serve them with the blood, whatever the goods. Just serve them like that. But I just think that I have relevance here. Imagine if Martin Luther King left America and went to Australia or England, or Malcolm X, or J. Rockefeller, or Harrison Ford, or all of these guys, Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z, they left America and they went somewhere else. You think they'll be relevant in conversations as it is? LeBron James went to go and live in Uganda. I was playing basketball in the streets of Uganda. You think he'll be LeBron James? So sometimes you have to find the land, the soil where your seed is meant to be on, and then you will grow there. A lion in Africa is in his domain. He's a lion. A lion in America is in a zoo. He's in a cage. That's not a lion. That's a circus, right? So you're still a lion, but you've lost what makes you a lion, the ability to go out there and hunt. Now they not bring food and give you. It is the will of people that determine whether you will eat or you will not eat. So you have to know all of that, and it helps you to be who you are. So I will not take it. It's too, the time, I'm at 45 now. It's too late for that to happen. And you said, what would you do if somebody is trying to blackmail you? Would you yield to the blackmail to save your image, or you will tell them to do their worst? So I've had people try to blackmail me before, so it's a good question because I've been in that position before. So this deep fake thing. Somebody's done a sex video of me before. I was in the sex. They sent me as So somebody called me. You know how somebody will call you in a video and you answer the video call, and your face shows, and then you see somebody who's naked on the other side, and you cut the call, and you block the person immediately. Now, I think probably that reaction, I should not be reacting like that anymore. I should just let it play out. And then the person sent me another video with another number of me. Like, you could think that we're having sex anyway. I don't know how to do it, but it was crazy. It was a black person. I was there. I looked at it and he said I should send 7.5 million. I should send 7.5 million or it will post the video live. And then I uploaded the video and I sent the link to the person. I said I've already posted it. Yes, I posted it on Facebook. I posted it on YouTube, on my channel. YouTube took it down on their own after like 3 days. They took it down. Give me a warning, okay? Facebook gave me a warning, but it was there. I shared it as do what it was. And then I also put it on Twitter. So blackmail will not work with me. And I've had a lot of people try to blackmail me. Like, if you walk my kind of walk, you're my kind of person. Two things you know that is there are certain people who don't like you, who think that you are stepping on their toes, but they don't have anything against you. They will try to pay people to create scandal about you. I mean, I'm not going to be taking on government and people in high places without them wanting to fight back. Okay, so you get that all the time. And your final question, that's easy. You said, have you ever tried to cheat with your age to get advantage anywhere? I've never ever reached a place where I need age advantage. I've never. As a matter of fact, my biggest problem is the fact that people think I'm younger than my age. When I tell them I'm 45, I'm going to sit down there, yeah, you're 30s. I've seen people say that. When my son comes in and I say that's my son, people are like, oh, how is your son? It's like, I even give birth late. Like, I had my child very, very late. Okay, but that's my son because he's not taller than me and he's 12 years old and he's big. He's massive. Like, I saw your son. So I've not needed to, and I played football pretty early. It was not the era where they were changing age. To be very honest, age falsification started pretty late, like 1999, 2000. That was when age falsification was a strong thing, and I didn't have to play in the national team. I was invited to the under-17 once, but Moribe Babayaro injured my leg. That's when me and Emmanuel Babayaro became close. So when we were like, yeah, Babayaro, how you guys meet up? That's where it was, in the Precious Royal Palm in Benin, where I was invited to the national under-17 camp, and I was very small. Same with Babayaro and the rest. Celestine Babayaro, Emmanuel's younger brother. And then I got injured, my swollen ankle. I was taken away from the camp. Okay, to UBT, treated me. After that, they left and they went to Ota. But then I didn't come again. It's not like they said I shouldn't come. Oh. After they treated me 3 weeks in the hospital, I was angry. I just collected my money and I went back to worry. I was not coming because the way they were playing in that camp, they were kicking people. They were old men. I wasn't interested. That's how. So I've not needed to falsify my age or to change my age or anything to get by. I don't work in civil service. When I played football, I played with my real age. I've not had any need to do all of that. So thank you very much for your question. Reginald, come. What's your question then? Yeah, dude. That's how they do people for my podcast. I don't understand. I need to the agenda. That's why my question they do that. But I ask some questions. The day when the ant changing the video will come, I'm gonna go watch a movie. Some things I ask. I don't really look myself. Why did I ask? Why did I put Anne in that place? Anne is like my sister. Like, probably that's why. I also Sasa is my guy, so I could talk to him. There are certain people that I should have asked. Like, there's a question I should have asked Victor Agali that I did not ask him. I still regret until today. Like, I should have asked Victor Agali that question. And then John Fashanu, why it was easy for me to ask John Fashanu the question about his brother, his gay brother, and all that was that. I've known John Fashanu like from way back, 1988, 89. My other brother is a friend to John Fashanu. So they used to come to the house and eat and play and do all that. So if you see that, if you go back and watch that video, you will notice that even before the record, before the video, you see that we're playing. He's the only guy that I had that play because I know him from way back, from when I was in the UK. So it's different. Right, let's come to the comments on the comment side of town. Tosilima, they say Rashford there, he don't turn fishbone for United throat. If now you call, you will want this nice big club. No, wait. Those are even say you know. He said, except Saudi comes to their rescue, don't know any top European club interested in his service. He not get service. That's the thing. I'm sorry, Man United fan, but Marcus Rashford does not have service to offer anybody. It's like Mohamed Enani in Arsenal, or Cedric Suarez at Arsenal, or Nicolas Pepe that time when he Arsenal. No service no day. Say four when they get network. Just anyone they say good morning, boss. First like again today. Thank you very much. The like thing. I retire not to be 30%. Lord Mayor said Rashford no say that salary nobody will give him, so it's going nowhere. Lord Mayor also said that Chelsea versus Spurs is going to be 2-2 draw. Wow, that's some bold prediction. Henry Morris say, I love Rashford Shah. No leave, no transfer for him. You know the Aurora, no they fade, no they go transfer. Yes. Henry Morris just said, we sing that year, Shah. You know, Victor Waifu, when I be sing that year. About this way that they sing in here. People don't call it, they don't respect it. You know that I used to think that the Oba is like a godlike figure. Jesus. One day, Nigeria will reach a place where we're going to do movie like, Hollywood, where we can do a story about the Oba. I grew up thinking that the Oba to say you go crazy. Instantly you start to crazy. Because those are the stories we were told. And I don't know if it is true beneath people. They used to say that the Oba was angry one day. I just take a seed like this, throw for ground. The thing just turn to big tree, just grow up out of anger. They told me stories of Ozano. The Bigfoot. Before American people began to talk story of Bigfoot, there was a Bigfoot story in Benin. There is Bush baby stories. I got all the stories going on screen up. And you know the funny thing, you hear the story when you go abroad. You don't hear it in Nigeria. Go abroad. You know that there are more Nigerian stories abroad than in Nigeria. As all of them are there, so people there abroad they gossip now. Especially in London, jobless people. Well, they live on government check and any they book a work 4 hours work finish the house and they sit down. Now me and you that they gossip about UK, Italy, Belgium, Germany, Nigeria is there. I would have the gossip. Now they come online and so misbehave. That's a topic for another day. I know say some of them go there for my comment section at the vessel. No. Let me say performance yesterday was wonderful, but PSG at home can not survive them. Look at that these two people play in the same group. Then look at PSG's performance at home this season in the Champions League. Have they really been exceptional? Their best game was against Barcelona away from home. They've not really been exceptional. Dortmund played the same way they played yesterday. Paris Saint-Germain don't come out too. Let me say Balo only assists in football career. No, not for a football career, but for his Premier League career. Let me say Peter Cech and the Chimaka, who is greater in your own opinion? It's not easy. Peter Cech was great, but because I'm an Arsenal fan and the fact that he came to Arsenal and he sabotaged us could also add to this conversation. So I'm going to go with Peter Chimaka because Peter Chimaka is a goalkeeper who made FIFA to change the rule of football. He also won the Euro, which Peter Cech doesn't have. He won the Euro in 1992 for a team that didn't qualify for the tournament. I think that they did great. And, the Manchester United team that he was part of was also awesome. But Peter Cech, Peter Cech did well. It's very, very close, but I'm going to go with Peter Chimaka. I think that the all-time best goalkeeper in the Premier League era is Peter Chimaka. I'll go with Peter Chimaka. That doesn't mean that Peter Cech is bad. Let's be very fair. But he did some Modi Warokoto for Arsenal. Let me say, goal was scored in the 36th minute. I know now. Una too they could see mistake. I said 26. I now corrected myself. Olafat to say good morning, boss. This is the face of Manchester United after Sir Alex Ferguson. The only solution is the solution you provided that they should do the Arteta style. Yes, these players won't leave. I know. I told them, but they're not listening to me. Dijala Ofoma, our member, he said his brother Maguire did it and succeeded. So Marcus has a template to follow. Man U is just a poorly run club. They allow nonsense and start to form crybaby. Man U, they enter Chelsea 2.0. Gila Forman wanted to say, I not get hope for Chelsea today. Any team you see from Poch, team, take him like that. And then he went on to say, Dortmund really played a big brother game yesterday. They played a more controlled game and got the result they deserve. I agree with you. Big brother game is how to put it. They didn't play to the gallery. They didn't say, okay, it doesn't matter. We don't score one. I'm going to go score two. But could keep. No, they know when to defend. They were compact. They were alert from mental alertness, positional discipline. You know, they know that they are not going to get the ball for 90 minutes. But when they get the ball, they know what to do with it. When they don't get it, they don't lose their head. They don't go jump into rash tackles like players will be saying they not get sense. And it was nice. Okay. Ejilama say you just give vibe to blow our money, Abi. Then do you, the more you look, the less you see. Casino, I see. Casino, I run. Okay, no. But so the thing about casino, and it is that, yeah. I used to go to casino when I was in Sweden. I used to go to casino when I was abroad. One of the things about casino, and this is me, I'm not advising anybody. I am not a guy that can get addicted to anything. I trained myself that way. Maybe because of the kind of mother that I have. But the truth be told is, sometimes you go to some places because of the network and connect that it provides. Okay? That's why you go to certain environment. Let me give you a good example. The Amaju White Party every December, I attend because of my guy. There's nobody, I don't need that. Majority of the people there are politicians. I'm not fit do business with politicians. Because one way or the other, the money will go come soon and money will the thief. I always talk about. There's a guy that 2 years ago they hooked me up and said, let's do business together. I wanted to be part of athletes. And I said, bros, I'm not fit. I know that bros, Dara Kutubu and the rest of them were angry with me, but it just wasn't the kind of money that I'm looking for. Because again, you can't be a guy who's criticizing these people, and on the other side, you're collecting their money. You know how people did Omojua. You know, Red Media. There was a time Red Media was the guy everybody's talking about. That Red Media guy. What's his name? That wear one cap like that. Oh, he's a guy. He's a small boy, young. This one. We met in Timida Kolo's house one day. I almost beat him. And I said, Debola Lagos. And I said, you see this thing where they use media, they hype. So this is nonsense. You can't be on social media talking one thing and behind the scene you're collecting money from these same politicians. Who are they fool? So the energy don't come down. I am still consistent on this level. So sometimes you just go there so that you make establish business connections with people. Because again, as we talk for the street of worry, carry waka better pass carry sedan. Most of the deals of the businesses that I've done have been done because I went to a restaurant to go and eat. I went somewhere and I sat down. I have something that maybe not everybody have. I have an aura. If I'm in a place, you will notice me. It doesn't matter how I dress, or you will notice me. And I use that very well to my advantage. You know, I use that very well to my advantage. And I make sure I sprinkle a lot of goodness around that makes people like, okay, what does this guy do? Who's he? Who the hell is he? You know that confidence irritates people most times. But at the same time, the guy who's picking the check, the guy who's paying money, always want to have you around like, what the hell is that guy? I say that confident. It's a bit cocky like the British. It's refined like the Italians, but it's just something about him. I want to know him. So you could send this guy like, go get his number. I want to talk to him. And then somebody you get an invite, say, hey, I want to have a conversation with you. And that's how I've done a few of the business that I've done. So I like my cockiness because it helped me. I like my arrogance as I tell people I'm not humble. So that's why I went to casino. I'm not a gambler. Can't gamble my life away. You can't gamble away what you don't have anyway. Okay, I want to say this is nonsense, Joe. John Terry should not do that useless television matter. If they want, go behind the scene and talk. That's what I think too. But hey, they are angry. I understand. I mean, if I'm in a position, I'll be angry too. But I don't think that they are going about it the right way. All of I said today is all on Spurs. If they are really ready to take the top four spot, they don't get them all. Top four slots. Beat Chelsea today, and you can have a morale to go to toe-to-toe with against Man City. I know saying as City, I make you the talk of this one. The Lions and BVB were very composed yesterday. The match was explosive. The second leg should be interesting. Okay. Olafak says the reason why players find it hard to make it at United has been said by Ronaldo. The structure of the facility in that team is outdated and not in proper condition. So now facility may play and if you play ball well. So that stadium, one time we say that Old Trafford Stadium now is the worst stadium in the whole world. Or the training ground is the worst training ground in the whole world. All those excuses, Ronaldo just won't talk. Shemi Ajayi, I remember. The Lara says Rashford no one agree for anybody. Now Nigerian blood, 91. The Mola say I still think Dortmund will qualify over 2 legs. Was thinking they are going to win by 2 goals margin yesterday. The Mola Brian wanted to say I don't think United will sell Rashford unless big money come. I just the pity the minor boy make a no-go floppy with that club. It's possible that it will flop because that club is just like that. Now the Lara say I think Man United are just going through a phase. This phase is not so long. They say it's just a passing phase. That's all I hear. But it's getting too long. Maybe the winning mentality is missing, or maybe they need to check their facilities. I remember Ronaldo complained about it. They'll be fine. Michael Eder says, Usher Remingo of Rendo, can you please? Oh, thank you very much for 10K. Can you please talk to Finidi in private? He should go for his own assistant, even if it's a foreigner, like Siasia had in 2005. I am even suggesting Silvano Sopala to him. Now, tomorrow we'll talk about Siasia. Finidi. We'll talk about Finidi tomorrow on this show. The whole of the show, I'm willing to give 2 hours of the show to talk about Finidi tomorrow, right? Talk to him behind the scene. I have done that already. But you see, the thing about once a coach gets a job, I try to stay off their way. I only come in when they ask for my assistant. The reason why I came in for Siasia was that he respected me enough. He flew all the way from Abuja, came to Lagos, and came to my house and said, "Guy, I need help. I really want to do this, and you know, this. And again, I just failed with the Super Eagles to qualify for the last Nations Cup, and everybody think that's where my career will end. I think I can go on and do something at these Olympics. Okay, let's make it happen." So he asked for my help. Again, the person doesn't see you good enough to ask for your help. One thing you can do as a friend or as a younger brother is, "Bros, I think this is what I think." But it's a suggestion. It's not a force. It's not an order. It's not a command. You're older than me. You're more experienced than me. You know it better. But this is how I see it. You leave it there. Most times what we do is we try to force our advice on people and make sure that they take it. Again, I like people making mistakes on their own. Unfortunately, this place that he just finds himself is a place where they've already made the mistakes that he would have been able to make and still go on to correct. There is no wiggle room again. There's no wiggle room. You don't sleep for a house where we say accommodation that is meant to ask 2 people, the couple 10 people there. There's no wiggle room though. As that person breathes out, you're taking it in. So at that point, it's not oxygen and carbon monoxide, or carbon dioxide again. It is whatever, anything goes, right? Survival for the fittest. That's what Finidi George is. We'll discuss it tomorrow. I have done my talking, but it's limited. I'm not going to super. He's a grown-up now. He's a man. He's a professional. Which I know we don't know, okay? But we'll see. Michael and I want to say Opala is a good match reader and technically astute. I agree. I have an interview with him, so I know. DJ Lavama say, you don't get time. You post the nude for Baba to view. I don't already show my wife now. Like, see what's happening. See the situation. You know. Now, naked me, now, you know, for you nakedness, say, do black me now. Reginald, me, you, well, not my Reginald. I don't know what they do. You like say to the put me under pressure, they give her orgasm. But I dare to answer question, not be question. I can answer the question, not be the word not go end. The more I'm ready, Brian, I'm for myself a public, so I can answer question to the public. He said, "Is it true that Babayaro is not their son name?" No, it's not their son name. Babayaro now who's son name? Now the Igbo boys from Imo State now. That's a known thing. In short, my next podcast we will shoot. I will tell and make it up the story of how they went from whatever they had to Babayaro and had that happen. You know, there's another Victor Babayaro. There's a lot of people who answer the Babayaro. And one guy who take care of young children from Kaduna, and he was helping, you know, the guy that eventually ran Kaduna United for some time. I'll tell the story. Our next podcast, I promise you, I will get him to tell the story so that he tells the story from the Aussies matter he gets. But Babayaro is not their surname. I heard is the name of the man that bring them in his team. Yes, you heard correctly. Tango Yango said today was another wisdom broadcast. Nice one, boss. Thank you very much. Abdul Ibrahim says, I think Jackson will score today, but I don't think want him to score because of my fantasy. My opponent love have him. Okay. Demola Abdul Ibrahim said, I want Spurs to win because them go add power to their top. They go add power to their top 4 hope and be strong against City. Even though I don't want them to make top 4. I want to say Rashford there. Say waiting. Not to sell them. Use the money buy newspaper. You're not a Christian. You just form. You're not a Christian. You're not a child of God. You're not a child of God. Let me talk like your people. You're not a child of God. Man of God, why you say that? Man of God, why you say that? Tosi Lema, they say Czech is the best keeper in the history of EPL. Czech has net fewer games to reach 100 clean sheet. That's not what I judge. Czech has over 200 clean sheets. The only record he lost was highest number of games without conceding. That's your own, and I'm not arguing with you, but for me, it's a check. And then my eyes, I trust and pass statistics. The kind of defenders that were in front of Peter Schumacher. Now those kind of defenders in front of Onana now. Onana they concede goal, I say goals will go out of fashion. You think Steve Bruce and Gali Pallister and Iwin and then Neville, they be good defenders. The defenders that defended for Peter Cech, now defenders will be say if you use their eye, John Terry will use the eye to save ball. And the time that Peter Schumacher was keeping, then the punch goalkeeper for goal line, nothing that happened. So there are a lot of things. I watch these two people, not be say and go read that for newspaper. If I read that for newspaper, then I'm different. I watch the two, so I'm not dealing with stats. You know me, I'm not that stat doesn't work for me. And this gentleman say Man U is a seriously poor run club. The characters around the running of the club has totally led the club to a derail. Bumi Ozoya said just joining, and you came in late, very, very late. We're about to go, we've overshoot the time. And this gentleman says Cesar is one of our best coaches alive. However, the system will so frustrate them, even after thinking outside the box, Finidi will find it hard to navigate the qualifiers. He has no room for mistake. That's the thing. And then Additional Avuma finally said, there were so many Babayaros then. The man did a great job for the boys that he helped. That is a unique situation. Having the players bearing your name, Babayaro was really like a brand name then. Yes. And it's on that note, I will draw the curtain. Reginald, keep on torturing me. We'll keep it going. Thank you very much, Edijala Ufoma, for giving us 10,000 naira. And thank you, Olanari Ogbari. And as you said, okay, this is what I said, that please, I beg you in the event that Nigeria don't go to the World Cup, promise me you'll be in the USA to cover the tournament. I don't define other means outside Super Eagles to enjoy the World Cup. It is my plan to go to the World Cup. I'm already expanding my contact, my network, my touch with people to be at the World Cup. I plan to be at the World Cup. But guess what? I need plenty of money to make that happen. Flight tickets, accommodation. You know, say America big like horse, like elephant. So going from one place to the other takes a whole lot. So it will need a whole lot to make it happen. Am I positive? Yes, I'm positive. It could happen, but if it doesn't happen, and we're going to watch it for TV. We're going to watch the football on TV, and they do watch along or post-match analysis and all that. But thank you very much, everyone, for being on the show today. Extra 17, 18, or 20 minutes to the show. So nice. I think it's time to pack my bags and baggages and go. I have a few errands to run. God bless you all, and I hope that you get what you pray and hope for and desire in life. Like I always say, not be the problem but the solution. And if you can't fix the problem, please don't stand in the way of those that are fixing it. My name is Idafi Matches. So you love to call me the Libertarian Sports. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.